Daily News Brief is here sharp, short, and to the point. Subscribe now to stay in the loop. Here are the brief highlights of today's top stories. Exclusive-U.S. confirms nation's first travel-associated human screwworm case connected to Central American outbreak. Trump established 2 new holidays. When is the next one? Tesla owner shares honest review after year of electric driving. The more I drive this car. Ukraine drone hits Russian nuclear plant, sparks huge fire at Novatek's Ust-Luga terminal. San Francisco mob assaults ICE agents in stunning video. Caller says his employees are unhappy with their raises. Dave Ramsey responds, a 2% raise in a 9% inflation economy is insulting. France summons US Ambassador Kushner over unacceptable letter about rising antisemitism. Here's who gets Social Security payments this week on August 27. Trump, 79, melts down at being challenged to a walk by Dem, 46. Americans aren't drinking anymore. Alcohol giants are scrambling to manage the fallout. Nearly 2.5 million people signed petitions supporting illegal immigrant truck driver charged in fatal crash. World Health Organization warns of epidemic threat as dangerous virus spreads. We are seeing history repeating itself. Sole survivor of Australian mushroom poisoning grieves loss of wife and friends. Teen receives cancer diagnosis after noticing strange symptom when she drank alcohol. Exclusive. California elementary teacher filmed himself sexually assaulting kids at school, authorities say. Trump's redistricting push could bring decades of Republican rule to the U.S. House. Now, let's dive deeper into the details. The United States Department of Health and Human Services confirmed the first human case of travel-associated New World screwworm.
This flesh-eating parasite case involved a patient returning from El Salvador, according to a spokesperson.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed the diagnosis, stating the public health risk remains low.
This confirmation follows reports of a potential case in Maryland, raising concerns within the cattle industry.
President Donald Trump has proclaimed 2 new national holidays commemorating the end of World War I and World War II. The first of these holidays, marking the end of World War II, was observed on May 8 of this year. The second holiday will be observed on November 11, a date already recognized as Veterans Day. This new holiday will be an additional proclamation alongside Veterans Day, not a replacement. A Tesla owner documented their first year of electric vehicle ownership, highlighting significant savings.
While initial gas savings were lower than expected, maintenance costs proved dramatically reduced.
The owner emphasized long-term savings due to fewer repairs and the existing warranty.
Other electric vehicle users corroborated the substantial financial and environmental benefits.
Ukraine used drones to attack Russia, causing significant damage to a nuclear power plant and a fuel export terminal. The attack on the Kursk nuclear plant led to a 50% reduction in the operating capacity of one reactor. At the Ust-Luga fuel terminal, the drone attack ignited a large fire, disrupting operations at this crucial export hub. These attacks occurred amidst ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, escalating tensions between the two nations. A video purportedly shows immigration and customs enforcement agents being assaulted in San Francisco.
This incident occurred during President Donald Trump's increased immigration enforcement actions.
Fox News correspondent Christina Coleman reported on this event during the Fox Report program.
The attack on federal agents raises concerns about escalating tensions surrounding immigration policy.
Dave Ramsey criticizes percentage-based raises, especially during periods of high inflation.
He advocates for tying compensation to market value, ensuring employees are paid fairly for their roles.
Ramsey suggests showing employees market data to justify salary adjustments and promote transparency.
He also advises against fixed merit percentages to avoid comparisons and focus on individual performance.
France summoned United States Ambassador Kushner over a letter criticizing its response to antisemitism.
Kushner, father of Jared Kushner, alleged insufficient action against rising anti-Semitic acts in France.
The French ministry deemed the allegations unacceptable and a breach of international law.
This incident follows disagreements between France and the United States on various geopolitical issues.
Social Security recipients born between the 21st and 31st of the month will receive payments this Wednesday. The Social Security Administration may withhold 50% of benefits for those with outstanding overpayments. A recent report revealed the agency overpaid $13.6 billion in benefits between fiscal years 2020 and 2023. This payment is specifically for those receiving standard Social Security benefits, not supplemental security income. Former President Donald Trump criticized Maryland Governor Wes Moore and Baltimore after an invitation to walk the city.
Governor Moore, aged 46, challenged the 79-year-old Trump to a walk, highlighting public safety efforts.
Trump declined, citing Baltimore as a crime disaster and threatened to deploy National Guard troops.
Moore responded by mocking Trump's health, offering him a golf cart for the proposed walk.
Recent polls reveal that American alcohol consumption is at its lowest point since 1939, impacting major producers.
This decline, coupled with growing health concerns, mirrors the shift in public opinion towards tobacco decades ago.
Major alcohol companies like Molson Coors and Constellation Brands are experiencing significant volume declines.
The industry faces unprecedented pressure, prompting calls for warning labels similar to those on tobacco products.
A petition supporting Harjinder Singh, an undocumented immigrant truck driver, has amassed nearly 2.5 million signatures.
Singh faces vehicular homicide and manslaughter charges after a fatal crash in Florida.
The petition urges Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to reconsider the severity of the charges.
It argues the crash was an accident and requests a proportionate sentence with parole eligibility.
The World Health Organization warns of a potential chikungunya epidemic as the virus spreads beyond its usual range.
This mosquito-borne virus, first identified in 1952, causes fever and severe joint pain in infected individuals.
The World Health Organization estimates that 5.6 billion people across 119 countries are currently at risk of infection.
Officials are concerned as this pattern resembles a previous epidemic impacting nearly 500,000 people between 2004 and 2005.
Ian Wilkinson, the sole survivor, delivered an impact statement detailing his grief and loss.
Aaron Patterson faces sentencing for 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder after a poisonous mushroom lunch.
Wilkinson expressed forgiveness for the harm done to him but acknowledged his lack of authority to forgive harm done to others.
The prosecution is seeking a life sentence without parole, while the defense argues for parole eligibility after 30 years.
19-year-old Hannah Bordage experienced chronic neck pain and fatigue, dismissing them as stress.
She noticed a peculiar symptom. Neck pain intensified when she consumed alcohol.
After a soccer injury led to further tests, doctors discovered a 12-centimeter tumor near her heart.
Bordage was diagnosed with late-stage Hodgkin lymphoma and underwent 12 rounds of chemotherapy.
A former Sacramento elementary school teacher, Kim Kenneth Wilson, used his broadcasting club to groom and sexually assault students.
Wilson filmed these assaults in the club's private, soundproof room at Del Paso Heights Elementary School.
He was sentenced to 215 years to life after pleading guilty to 9 felony counts of lewd acts upon a child.
Police discovered disturbing evidence at Wilson's home, including child-sized artificial genitalia and recordings of the assaults.
Former President Donald Trump is urging Republican states to redraw voting districts.
This strategy aims to secure a Republican majority in the House of Representatives for years to come.
Analysts warn this aggressive redistricting could further polarize the nation and undermine democracy.
Concerns are rising about the fairness and long-term implications of this partisan approach.
Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay aware, and join us again for more updates that matter. Until next time.